Alright, so today we're going to animate our ball again, but we're going to have it interact with some other object in our scene, and we want to animate that interaction. So, let me make a plane. I'll scale that up like so. Let me just... something like that. I'll shrink this cube down a little. Let's see. And I'm just gonna push it over here, I think. And let's see. I'm gonna make a ball. I'll make a sphere. And let me shrink that down to something like that. Okay. And let me add our simple deformer. Okay. So, alright, so I have all this set up. I'm gonna turn on my auto key and I'm gonna start keyframing some stuff. So I'm gonna do, I'll press I and I'm gonna do location, rotation, scale. So I have a keyframe here. I'll grab this, I'm gonna press I, I'm gonna do location, rotation, scale. And on my simple deformer, I might want to change the axis and the factor. So I'm just gonna keyframe that too. Okay. So I think what I want is, I want to have my ball kind of try to push this cube, but it having a hard time. So let's see. So I'll go to frame 80 maybe, and I'll push this cube, I'll push this sphere, so that it's like touching this cube. Right, so now I have something like that. Right, maybe I'll go to 85 and I could, start to squish this maybe. Right, like he's really... Let me put this at 0 too. Right, so he's like really pushing up against it. Right. Then maybe I'll go to 90, and maybe he can go back to 0, and we'll push him back a little bit. Right. And, let me lift him up here. Okay. Right. So maybe I'll go to 95 and he'll try to squish it. He'll try to put, we'll try to push it even more. Wait a sec. Right. Okay. Like a lot this time. So I'm going to go to 95. And he's going to try to squish it a lot, like he's really pushing it. I'll go to 100 and maybe, alright, I'll go to 0. But since he was pushing so hard, maybe he'll fly back a little bit. All right. And I'm just gonna like lift him up a little. So like it bounces him off, right? Okay, so maybe he starts to have a temper tantrum because he can't push it. So let's change this to Z. And then I could squish him down, right? And maybe I'll go to 10. And I could stretch him out, right? And right, maybe we'll go to 4 or 3 and bring this back down to 0. I'll just move that down a little bit. So let's see how that looks so far. So it comes in, tries to push it. Okay. I like this, but I want to make it a little bit slower, so I'm going to hit S to scale it. Sorry. Hover over in the timeline, hit S to scale it, and I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Maybe I'll just scale it a little bit. Okay. So I think I'll move these down a little, and I want to grab these, and I'm just going to copy them. And then, what is this? It's like 2. Okay. Let me. No, I don't like how that looks. gonna grab all these and I'm gonna copy them, and then I'm gonna do Command V to paste them. And then maybe I'll do that a couple times. Alright, so now he has like a little fit, I think. So he rolls, comes in, tries to push it, has a little fit. Can't push it, so alright, so now he's gonna decide to, you know, I'll say he's gonna decide to like move back. Right now he's gonna like, maybe he'll charge up, so we'll put Y again, right? And maybe we'll squish him, right? So he looks like he's charging up. Let me make this 0. Actually, I'm gonna delete this keyframe. Alright, so he charges up. We'll go here to, and we'll, okay, so I'll go here. I'm gonna hit Y, and I'll maybe go to 58, and then I'm gonna charge him up, something like that. So now he does this, right? Maybe we'll hit Z. Let me make this 0. And we'll go to like 67. And we'll shrink him down again. And I'll bring him down like that. Okay, undo. Okay, so we have them stretch out. Let me go to the next frame. I wanted to go to Z. Actually, no, that's fine. We'll go to like 180 and maybe we'll go closer, 170, and then have them hit here, and we'll make them 0, and we'll bring them down, something like that, right? So he hits it. So after he hits it, maybe we'll go to like 74, and we can make them stretch out. Maybe we'll make them stretch out a lot, that he hit it really hard. Go like maybe to 80, bring it back to 0. All right. And maybe we can, you know, I'll just insert a keyframe here, and maybe we can make the cube like rotate a tiny bit. Like it got moved for a second. Right. So let's do like 190 and see what this is looking like. So we have our ball come, hits it, throws a little fit, charges up, and this cube just moves a tiny bit. So that's something we want to try to do. We want to try to make like a little scene where we have our ball interacting with another object. And then again, we can go to our output properties. We're going to go to output. We're going to pick a folder. We'll name our scene, our project. We're going to go to file format. We're going to change that to FFmpeg video. We're going to go to encoding, and we're going to go to MPEG 4 or QuickTime, and then render and render animation.